Steppin with Marcus J. Very brief break. It's time to get on out of here as we did. Obviously, we went way over tonight, but that's cool because that was some good stuff we needed to get out. We still talking about it in the break, and I'm sure we're going to be having these conversations going forward. I had a good time with the ladies, and we're going to give them an opportunity to say their final words. Then we out of here. Get Miss Toyana out to watch the Philadelphia Eagles get that win tonight, dog.
Oh, no, you didn't.
My bad. Yeah, my good.
Oh, whatever.
No, actually, I root for Carolina because Eagles
Kitties.
are division. Yeah, they
Go Kitties.
So what you got?
about
Anything you want to end with
Yes.
tonight?
I had a great time with you, Marcus, Lady K, Big R, and Carlton Banks with the Redskins jersey. The Redskins jersey on.
Can't wait to take that thing.
And also, I did promise a
after
couple
9
of shout outs.
o'clock
My girl Jamie Smith right here in Richmond. Thanks for the Facebooking and the text messaging me, as well as Mr. Fernando Gant. Also just keeping me encouraged. So, hope to do this again with you guys. I had a great time, a blast. Thank you for having me on the show. Thanks.
Definitely appreciate you being here, and it's fun. We had a good time. It was as spirited as I thought it would be. So good to see you again, and definitely hope we have you back. Dating Pool Diva, all the charisma girl. What you got?
I just want to say thank you for letting me come here and showcase, my questions, my dating pool blog, the Diva Diaries. We're trying to make this big, and you guys are helping me with that. So thanks to Marcus J. and the rest of the crew, Big Rue, Carlton Banks, and Miss T over here. She's going to be back. I basically want you guys to come out on Saturday to my Free Spirit Enterprise launch. That's my enterprise with 3 businesses: Miller Publishing, Jewelry by Design, and Organic Creations. And I want to, feature that for you guys. So please come out at the Jeff Davis Flea Market from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And that is, let's see, what's that address? I can't even read it. 5700 Jefferson Davis Highway. So I look forward to seeing everyone. I'm going to be doing free spa treatments for any aspiring self-publishing authors. I'm going to be giving, advice and workshops. So please come out, support me from 11 to 3 o'clock on Saturday.
That's what it is. Yeah. Definitely, I'll be there as well. How Steppin with Marcus J. It's time for Carlton Banks to let us know why it's not unusual. What you got, brother?
It's not unusual that I'm sitting here mad as a summum of it. That's right, I said summum of it. Just like the late, great Bernie Mac. I'm upset. I'm in this corner, I'm upset. I ain't gonna front. Ruben tried his best to get my face fully in the picture, but that's okay. Payback is swift. Retribution will be quick. I will get him back. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to hurt his feelings too much. All these people that are liking this picture and stuff like that, just to let you know, I do have access to that page. I will get you all back and or delete the pictures. One of the two. Heck, I may do all of it. As far as the kitty lover over there, you know what? Your team sucks. You ain't beat us, so I ain't worried about you, okay? So just sit over there in that corner with your stylist and your little red droid and be fun, okay? Don't keep coming over here because, see, again, we beat the kitties. So that's all I'm going to say on that note, because right now they beating the Eagles.
It's not unusual for Carlton Banks to...
I'm sulking, that's right.
Yeah, it's not unusual for Carlton Banks to be over there in the corner and being so upset. Yeah, well, I ain't giving him no damn hug. Yeah, I ain't giving him
what he needs is an offensive line.
Yeah. All right, well, we're going to keep it moving because we already went over. So it's time for Big Rube. It's time for you to smash him, brother.
It's Big Rube. It's a smash. I like people in Virginia sometimes. However, there's this one dude in Virginia who does nothing but make life horrible for Virginians. It makes us look bad. Now, I know I'm going to get flack for all this. But it is what it is. We just need to be real about it. Chris Brown, man, I don't know what your problem is. I don't know if the money went to your head. I don't know if all the women just blew you up and you were the greatest thing since sliced bread. But, dude, you just need to calm down, get some home cooking, and get yourself together. It's not about the tattoos. It's not about the the picture on your neck that looks like Rihanna beat up. It's not about any of that. It's not about the fact you may be dating her again. It's none of that. It's the fact that you just cannot control yourself. Now, in big news today, whoa, everybody get ready for it. He shut off his Twitter account. You know, that might have been the best thing to happen since Obama went in a second term. Because this dude, with his 14 million followers on Twitter, decided that he wanted to, I don't want to say the word, to bash another woman. She's a comedian. I mean, I'm not going to give any press by saying her name, but it's the fact that, he put up a picture of himself. She made a comment. Then he got a little vulgar with her. You can do this, that, and the other. And she put a link to the page when he got arrested for quote unquote possibly beating up Rihanna. And of course he came back some more. And the day he decided to cut off his Twitter account. I talk about Facebook and Twitter and now, all this other stuff quite a bit. People, just because you feel like you can be a social media gangster, that don't mean that you should. Yes, we've talked about text message gangsters. We've talked about, Facebook gangsters. But now I'm going to put you in one category, just a social media gangster. Because let's be real. Chris Brown, would you talk to your mother like that? Would you talk to the woman like that to her face? Now, if you said yes to either one of those questions, you already have a problem that you need to go get some help for. Now, once again, all you Chris Brown fans out there, I'm sorry. If I hurt your feelings, it is what it is. But this dude is over 18. He's officially, quote-unquote, an adult. And he needs to act like an adult. And I'm sick of him acting like he's 12. And he can just say what he wants. If you're going to act like you're 12 or 16, then you can go back and dance with Joel Santana. And you can go roll the world and all this other stuff. But you're supposed to be a grown-ass man. And you acting like you ain't had no home training. Your mother must be proud. And I say all that to say this. People, once it's on Facebook, once it's on Twitter, once it's on the internet, it's always there. Why you going to put yourself out there acting the ass so everybody can see it? It is your reputation. That is the one thing that you cannot pay for. That is the one thing that you will always have. And if you decide you want to ruin that because you make a whole bunch of money and you feel like you do what you want to do, that's cool with you. I'm not buying the dudes out anyway. But you know what? This is one of the times where I'm glad I don't have a daughter who likes that. Because I'd be like, yo, never in my house again. And you can sit there and cry all you want. But that dude doesn't like you. All he does is talk bad about women. I'm going to do this to you. And, birthday cake. I think I mentioned that one time on the show before. Look, ladies and gentlemen, don't put the stupid stuff on the internet. Chris Brown, grow up. Come back home. Get away from everything. Be a country boy. But if that's who you really are, right now, what you doing, then don't say you from Virginia because all you do is make us look bad. It's Big Rubes to smash. I'm out.
Big Rube and he smash. Hey, every single week, man, you always bring it. And I can't agree with you. I can't agree with you more. I actually have a friend of mine whose daughter's in love with this guy and got the pictures on the walls and stuff. And when I had the conversation, with this particular person about not really supporting that whole thing, and this was closer to when the whole thing went down, I wasn't real fond of what his response was. We ain't got time to really get into it, but people still supporting this cat, and I support his right to do what he do. But when he goes to where you just went, you know what I mean, what you took issue with, because I have a daughter, and for real, I'm not a violent dude, but I will punch somebody in their face so quick, for real. That's just real talk. Ain't no ass stepping with Marcus J. We're gonna end the show there. I want to take this opportunity to do my thank yous as I normally thank Carlton Banks for his contribution to phone screening and being my right hand. Today he's a little bit under the weather. He's not feeling well, so we didn't get from him what we normally get, but we still love him, and hopefully he'll be feeling much better next week, depending on who the Cowboys play. Special thanks to Big Rube. Always helps me produce the show. Always comes with a very poignant rant, and this week was no different. I want to thank Ms. Toyana for joining us for her first time, but I suspect that it won't take much arm twisting to get her to join us again in the future. So hopefully she'll grace us with her presence one day, another time. Of course, the Dating Pool Diva joins us on this week, on this fourth Monday of every month, and she joins us with the Diva Diaries. And it's always a good time. We always have a good discussion, and please definitely support her and her endeavors. Hit our Facebook wall, hit her Facebook wall, and you can see the things that she's doing. She's doing a whole lot for the community, and we appreciate her contribution. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to Tony. Thank you to Anonymous. Thank you to Alton. I know you had a lot of stuff that you were hitting, and I just was not getting to them quickly enough. We appreciate you hitting us and always supporting us. My bad for not getting to you. April, thank you for hitting us up on the Facebook wall. Your last comment, unfortunately, I didn't get to that as well, but I did see it. I just didn't get an opportunity to read it on air. So thank you to everybody. I know it's a bunch of y'all listening to us on MixLR, and we appreciate that. I saw that wall lighting up, as well as on our home website at globalscaleradio.net, which we are indeed the highest rated show on that website. We're very proud to be that, and it's because of you guys, the fans. Week after week, tuning in and listening to three dudes just talk about nonsense. This is stuff that we be doing in the backyard, whether y'all was listening or not. But y'all listening, and we appreciate that. So I'm going to go ahead and end the show with my moment that I affectionately call my rant, my myrrh. Last week, I did a rant called Thanksgiving versus Thanks-taking. And surprisingly, I got quite a bit of feedback on it. Some positive, but mostly negative. The general consensus is that I spent too much time focused on Thanks-taking and not enough time on the Thanksgiving, and that I spent too much time on the cup half empty theory. I don't really care what y'all think. I say what I want to say. And normally, when I do a rant, I just kind of let it go. Even though I don't really care that y'all didn't like it, I wasn't going to let it go this time. So I'm going to take this opportunity to somewhat respond to what I said. Now, first, nothing I said was false. We know what happened historically, and we know how we got to season. My melancholy comes from the commercialism that capitalism has infused in what should be a great time of year. I suppose I'm a lot like Charlie Brown in that way. Thanksgiving to me is a day off. Watch football, eat. I get no more joy out of it than I would a normal Sunday during football season. That's just real talk. As for Thanks-taking, I took folks to task with regards to it because I think there's a high level of hypocrisy with regards to it. You know, they call it the jump off of the holiday season. Black Friday? Really? We saw people online Monday buying expensive tents to sit outside of stores to buy products that cost less than the tents. I saw a report of a dude in Texas who tried to cut the line at a retail store, and the person he pulled a gun on him. Of course, this caused all the folks in line to scatter. Maybe that was the plan all along. But the ironic part of Black Friday is that some believe the products being pushed are available for cheaper later in the month of December. I happen to be one of those people. You can actually do better online on Cyber Monday without being part of the madness. And that's just crazy to me to see all of that stuff. Some folks are even calling Thanksgiving Day Brown Thursday to signify the official jump off of the shopping season. Really? As if jumping out of the warm bed on Friday to run in the cold wasn't silly enough. You got folks with turkeys still undigested rushing to stores like Walmart to add to the excess they already got. Come on, people. I can't be the only one that sees the sad irony in spending the day with family, praying to the great architect of the universe for world peace and harmony, then snapping at a Walmart worker who wasn't at home with family because they was working to make sure the shelves was stocked for you. Some just don't seem right about that. You see a lot of folks working for the large corporations looking to strike for better rights, better conditions, better pay. And that's good for them. But when I drive down Ocean Avenue in Jersey City, or I ride through Church Hill in Richmond, or Main Street in good old Henning, Tennessee, I see empty store after empty store, many of them driven out of business by these large conglomerates. Of course, it's convenient and it's easy and perceived to be better deal to support the mega stores, but remember it has on the community. You really believe this country was built on the backs of those who run small businesses. Consider that when you spend your money in Wally World, Target, and Big K. Capitalism. certainly the American way, but has dire consequences for some, especially when you have certain political figures that are dead set on taking tax money from the very Black Friday shoppers to line the pockets of the Black Friday proprietors, feeding the beast. I think we should consider our place in this cycle and consider the changes we can certainly make. We cannot complain about low wages and high taxes, then turn around and spend our entire paychecks in a department store just to get the newest it thing. It's ironic how many special interest groups and people who lead these big stores are fiscal conservatives and also evangelicals who love their Bible and love their Jesus. But I wonder if they would call Jesus a socialist when he allegedly fed all those people with just bread and wine. While I take a cynical tone here, get you all riled up, consider the sincere spirit in which I speak. Marcus's unrelated rant that ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about here tonight. It's the end of the show. Gonna leave it there. I want to say peace to all the stars and all the squares. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. In the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty. Those are the words of Bob Marley. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Be back next week. Peace.